Hi everybody, welcome to Tom Denby Golf. So thank you for watching this video. If you like what you see in this video and you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button, but also the bell button so you get the notifications of all the new videos when they land. I'm down here at Express Golf Centre, and initially I'm going to do an instructional video. So I asked on social media what people wanted to see. And the main thing that came back was about your driver, so why you slice your driver but not your irons. So we're going to dive into that, get you an understanding why this happens, but also give you an understanding of some tips and drills to be able to get rid of it. So let's get into it. Why do you slice your driver and not your irons? Now, generally what most people don't understand is angle of attack. They don't realise you're getting down with your irons and up with your driver. They just think it's the same swing. The game's hard enough as it is. Why do you have two swings? And it's because of angle of attack. You need to understand where the golf club is coming into the ball. The angle of attack then therefore changes the path of the golf club.
When I'm swinging with an iron, naturally I'm going to hit down on the golf ball and therefore create an angle of attack that's -3.5. I've got my club path that's going left, which creates the perfect straight shot. So if we are then to do that with the driver and hit down on the golf ball, the path goes left, and therefore because of the loft it's very difficult to hit straight. So you can see the curvature on the golf ball goes out to the right, so we hit the slice with it. So when we look at the next video, where all of a sudden I'm hitting up on the golf ball, 6.7 degrees, my path goes out to the right, I can actually hit a slight draw. So the angle of attack starts to really dictate the path of the golf club.
So explain to you about angle attack and why this happens and why it causes the slice on the driver. Let's get into some tips and drills of how to actually get rid of it and some applicable things that you can do on the range to really work on it and hopefully get rid of that dreaded slice forever. So if you're enjoying this video, please hit the subscribe button, also hit the bell button so you get notifications of all my new videos. Also follow me on all my social media channels so you get updates as and when they come. Right then, let's really get into this. Let's give you a really good understanding of what your body's doing when your angle of attack is wrong with driver, and then therefore how to fix it, which will really fix the path. So generally when we're setting up with an iron, what always happens is that you are putting the ball generally in the middle of your stance, roughly, just for argument's sake, but then also you're getting your sternum, the middle part of your chest, over the top of that as well. So as we take the golf swing, our sternum stays on top of the golf ball, and then therefore as we're coming down into the shot, the natural momentum of this shifts this sternum forward so that naturally we can hit ball and turf, and we get that nice clean strike. I've drawn a line on TrackMan there through my ball into my sternum there, so I'm naturally on top of the golf ball at the start of the iron swing. So I wind up to the top. Naturally my sternum stays on top of that golf ball. So as I'm hitting the iron, I want my sternum to shift forward so that naturally it's going to sit in front of the golf ball now, which means I'm hitting down onto it. So when you look at the TrackMan number, I'm hitting down 3.7 degrees. So I can hit ball, then turf, and move through to the... Now the issue is if you do that with driver, there's absolutely no way you can hit up on the golf ball. So I'm hitting a driver here now, and what I've done here initially is put a line from the golf ball straight up so that you can see how far forward my sternum shifts. Now this would be an exaggeration of a poor movement of the sternum. So yes, it started behind the ball initially, but as I move into the shot, it's then shifted way too far forward and is now on top of the golf ball. So naturally, I'm hitting down onto the ball. So we've got 7.6 angle of attack too far down. So it's very, very difficult for me to keep an inside path as an amateur golfer. So we really need to get an understanding of how to change this sternum position, in setup, but also then in the golf swing. So when we pick the driver up, what we're actually trying to do is we've got the ball naturally further forward in our stance, and what we're naturally trying to do is then get the sternum behind the golf ball. So the middle part of your chest is going to sit probably half a foot behind that golf ball. Really, right at this moment in time, you can't over-exaggerate it. So you're going to feel like you've tilted your sternum naturally this way. So what that allows you to do is feel like you're looking at the back of the ball, but it also feels like you're behind the ball now. Now, what we don't want to do is, as we're swinging down into the shot, is then shift that sternum in front of the golf ball because you'll still hit down. So what you're focusing on is trying to keep that sternum behind the golf ball as you come into the shot. Now if we look at the correct way to do it, so naturally my sternum started behind the golf ball at setup. So again, we're about half a foot behind it. So as we wind to the top of the backswing, stay slightly behind it. But now as I shift into the downswing, my sternum, my body is going to stay back behind the golf ball. So it's pretty much in the same point as where it started. So naturally into impact, as you can see by the number, I'm now hitting up on the ball by 5.4 degrees. So it really allows me to get a much better path into the ball, but control that angle of attack into it. So the shape of your body and the angle of attack will naturally help you to hit from the inside. Right then, let's give you a tip and a drill that you can do on the range that can help you give you a feeling to get rid of this. Now initially, what I want you to do on the range is make sure you've got a really large tee, or also you're going to start with your iron. So I want you to get a feeling with your iron first and develop it into your driver. But this drill is very, very simple. It's a really easy way to get that feeling of where the sternum works and how the body works with it. So you're going to start hitting golf balls off the big tee. Now, if you were to swing the golf club with your iron like you would normally, what you'll do with this is go straight underneath the golf ball to hit the tee first. If you're swinging with an iron, you're hitting down onto it, you're just going to go straight underneath the golf ball. So it's very, very difficult for that to happen. And that's always when your sternum's moving too far forward and you're hitting down. So what I want you to try and do is keep the ball on the tee, but we're going to clip it off the top of the tee. So if I'm swinging here, I'm going to clip it off the top, my sternum's got to stay back behind the golf ball. So naturally, as I come into the shot to hit this, I've got to stay behind the ball, clip it off the top. So it's a really simple drill to give you a feeling of how your body works. More importantly, it helps you to feel how you hit up on the golf ball. Once you've mastered it with your irons, get your driver in the hand, get the biggest tee possible you can get, and still try to hit up. And then when you're on the golf course, make sure that you use the biggest tee possible. So in the past, you'll have gone to a really small tee because you're hitting down on it and very, very difficult to get the golf ball going straight because of that. But also, if you'd used the big tee on the golf course before, you'll have just gone straight underneath and skied it. So always use the biggest tee possible to try and really give yourself a feeling of hitting up on the golf ball. Now I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I have had putting it together, and if you really liked it, please again hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button so you get the notifications of all my tips and drills, but also of all my equipment reviews. Also please leave a comment below. You know, I'm happy to hear any criticism of the videos, but also happy to answer any questions that you have around this topic. But also, if you're interested in online lessons as well, then please log on to my website and follow the instructions of how to do that. Send me your videos and get yourself playing better golf. So I look forward to seeing you all soon, and thank you for watching.